Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm off work today, but I thought I'd make a little quick video while I'm on my way to get my children. I hear a lot of people excusing the existence of driver's licenses by saying, well, when the Constitution was written, they didn't have cars. So it's got to be updated. It's got to be updated to stay current with the current technology. Okay, then you don't have freedom of speech. Well, I mean, you really don't. You don't have freedom of speech online or over a telephone. Okay, you better not criticize the government over a telephone or on the computer. I realize that private corporations are really good at restricting your speech online, but it's not criminalized. So by the logic of those excusing driving licenses, then we should also need internet licenses for speech. We should need free speech licenses. And nobody should be able to have anything besides a musket. Muskets and bows and arrows. That's all you're allowed to have, because nothing else. Well, there was other stuff. They had like machine guns and stuff. But the point is, we have a lot different firearms today than they had way back when that document was written. But here's the thing. The Constitution wasn't meant to be fluid. It is static. It's meant to explicitly protect you from overreaches by the government, such as requiring a license to travel. And that's exactly what a driver's license is. Don't let people manipulate into thinking that just because you're in a car, it's not traveling. Dude, people are so brainwashed that they would rather just go along and excuse the tyranny than accept the fact that it is indeed tyranny. I don't really like living around these people because it's haunting to me. I don't understand it. I can't imagine myself being like that. And so many people just really want to be controlled. That blows my mind. I don't want to be controlled. I don't want to hurt people at all, but I also don't want my neck breathed down for every little thing, like where I'm going and how I'm getting there and how fast I'm getting there. All of these things are excused with basically pre-crime. You need a license to prove that you're safe to drive on the roads. Okay, but I haven't done anything to prove that I'm not. And I thought we lived in America where we are supposedly innocent until proven guilty. It goes the same way with checkpoints. They have, various states have outlawed them, but for the most part, checkpoints are viewed as constitutional, and that's insane. They stop people and look for stuff. That's what they're doing. And I don't think it's constitutional, and I think that any American who puts up with that, and I'll extend that to driver's licenses as well, I think you're un-American. I think you're a traitor. And that's really all there is to it. I can't justify it. I understand needing to be responsible, because with great power comes great responsibility, right? Yes. So it's up to every human being to keep themselves responsible. It's not up to the government to make sure your neighbor's responsible around you. That's insane. That tells me that you still need a mom and a dad to keep you safe. You're adults. I understand when children first learn to drive, they should probably have some kind of restrictions on it. But that should be done in home, not by the government. And what was the tax rate that caused people to destroy all of that tea? What was it? Because right now I'm pretty sure we're at 37%, and nobody does anything but appeal to the same people that put those taxes on them. That's like the mafia, okay? That's like the mafia coming around and offering protection to all of the businesses in your neighborhood. And then you don't like that, so you go up to the mafia and you say, you know what? I don't like you extorting all of these people, so let's work together to make sure that you no longer extort people. They're going to laugh at you, just like the government laughs at you, because that's literally what they are. They are organized crime. That's all there is to it. Anybody who goes along with their edicts is either brainwashed or just insane. I literally can't understand it. I feel so uncomfortable in this country that professes itself to be free, but then seal claps every time somebody comes around and takes away somebody else's freedom. It's fucking pathetic. It's the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. It is not even a fair forgery of freedom. You know, the other day I had to go to probation for sticking up for my children when they were getting beat. I yelled at my ex-wife and told her to keep her boyfriend's hands off of my kids. And I was right to do so because my children stopped getting beat after I did that. Could I have done so a lot better? Yes. And next time, if it happens again, I will, because I don't want to cause her fear and I don't want to cause other people's days to be ruined or to be interrupted. So, yes, of course. However, my probation officer violated my probation under penalty of perjury for something I haven't even done yet. I had 1 year to complete classes, which I shouldn't have even had to complete, honestly, because I'd already done some classes for my divorce case, and because I was exonerated of anything involving a victim by a jury of my peers, which ironically was a jury of 6 instead of 12. That's strange. Anyway, so I got asked to take a break from the classes I'm taking because I said fuck the government. And I mean fuck the government. I think that they should all go fuck themselves. I think anybody who willingly takes tax money from people and doesn't try to make the Constitution be followed, I think they're all cowards. And I think they're thieves. So anyway, I got asked to take a break from my class and then promptly got back into the class. But because that happened, my probation officer violated me under the excuse that when I got asked to take a break, when I got kicked out for 2 weeks, at that point, I wasn't going to be finishing the class in time. But then I got right back in the class because it was all a misunderstanding, basically. Well, kind of. Still fuck the government. I got right back in the class, and I'm going to finish that class long before probation's even supposed to be up. Yet she violated my probation. She's a tyrant. That's a tyrant. And I called her out on it. I said, anybody who follows the letter of the law instead of what is moral, instead of the color of the law, I think you're an amoral person. And I don't really know what to do with this. I don't think she had ever had somebody speak to her like that because she kicked me out of the office. I don't know, man. I'm just sick of tyrants. I'm sick of it, and I don't know what to do about it because every day they're more and more tyrannical. It's we need to get together. You know, we like-minded people, we need to get together because there's no way that we are gonna exist for any length of time on our own ethics and morals. You know what I'm talking about? If we're so separated from each other and surrounded by zombies, it's just not gonna happen. You know, I don't know how it would happen. We are outnumbered in our local areas. We need to find a way to unionize, for lack of a better term. I would like anybody with like mind to email me at mattznickscott@gmail. That's MATZNICKSCOTT@gmail.com. MATZNICKSCOTT@gmail.com. That's all one word. Thank you, guys.